consistently. Just like that. That's the big one. That's gone. Winning runs from the bat of the captain.
The 2023 Asia Cup starts 30th August, jointly hosted by Pakistan and Sri Lanka. It involves the usual 5 teams, along with a surprise newcomer, battling it out for Asian supremacy in the ODI format. The Asia Cup is the only relevant continental tournament in cricket and being held since 4 decades. Welcome to Sport Savvy for this Asia Cup special, and let's look at the 10 things you need to know before the 16th edition starts in few days. There have been 15 editions of the Asia Cup till date, with the first one taking place way back in 1984 in UAE, and India won the inaugural event, where Sri Lanka and Pakistan were the other 2 teams. Till 2014, all editions were in ODI format, but since then, it has alternated with the T20s and syncing it with the respective World Cup years. India has been the most successful team in this continental championship with 7 victories, 6 in ODIs and 1 in T20Is, followed by Sri Lanka with a total of 6 victories. Surprisingly, Pakistan have won the event only twice, with Bangladesh and Afghanistan still to win this event. More surprisingly, Sri Lanka have participated in all the previous 15 editions, the only team to do so, as both India and Pakistan withdrew from one event on separate occasions. India withdrew in 1986 from the Sri Lanka edition and Pakistan pulled out from the 1990 India edition, whereas Bangladesh did not have an ODI status in 1984. Sri Lanka's continuous presence in the Asia Cup means it has managed to establish a record of appearing in most finals, 12. India is in second place with 10 and Pakistan managing much lesser with just 5 finals. A pleasant change is Bangladesh, who made it to the finals 3 times in the last 5 years. Unfortunately, they lost every single time.
I thought Bangladesh ran India a lot closer than it seemed at one point.
Reaching the finals is one thing, but constantly appearing in every final is another. Between 1984 and 2010, astonishingly, Sri Lanka played all the 10 finals of the Asia Cup. This is some great level of consistency shown by the islanders, especially when India and Pakistan were always considered as Asian giants. The 2023 Asia Cup will see the debut of a new team, Nepal. Nepal will be the 8th team to play in the Asia Cup. Since the last couple of editions, we always had the usual 5. India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, along with different participants in the form of UAE and Hong Kong. The emergence of Nepal could add some freshness to the contest, although they are more likely to be out in the group stages. Of all the statistics of the Asia Cup, the most strange one is that Pakistan have finished in the number 3 position in 9 different editions. It is even stranger when you realize that Asia Cup was played between only 3 and 4 teams in 10 editions out of the 15. Pakistan have really underperformed in this tournament. 2023 Asia Cup will be the most unique till date, as it will be the first ever edition in its history to be hosted by 2 countries, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Talking about hosts, Bangladesh have had the honor to host the event most number of times, 5, and surprisingly both UAE and Sri Lanka have hosted the event 4 times each, whereas India and Pakistan for obvious reasons have acted as sole hosts only once. Although India has the most titles, there is no Sachin, Ganguly, Rohit or even Dhoni in the top 3. The run chart is dominated by Sri Lanka. The explosive opener Sanath Jayasuriya is a top scorer in the Asia Cup with 1220 runs, and needless to say, all have come in the ODI format. The second person in the list who has also scored over 1000 runs and all in the ODI format is the keeper batter Sangakkara with 1075 runs. The next person on the list and only the third person to cross 1000 runs is Virat Kohli with 1042 runs, but in both the formats combined. Coming to the bowlers, even this chart is topped by Sri Lankan, and no points to guess, it is Mudaya Muralitharan. He has claimed 30 wickets in 24 games so far with an economy of just 3.75. But the more dangerous one was Ajanta Mendes, who played only 8 matches, that is one-third of Murli, and still managed 26 wickets to be third on the list with an amazing average of mere 10.42. If we talk only about the T20 format, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar from India leads this chart.